That was a real hassle.
Our garrison will defend. Our garrison will defend.
Pay attention to submerged activity. Pay attention to submerged activity.
Our garrison will defend us.
That was a real hassle. Aye, Captain. Find it. Pay attention. That. Bon, I'll be in my co. Pay attention to submerged activity. That was a real hassle. Bon, that was a real hassle.
We have a mission to undertake.
Pay it.
Fire on my mark. Clear the way. Moving out.
Our garrison will defend us. Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Pay attention. That was a real hassle. Pay attention to submerged activities. That was a. This doesn't look good.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Aye, Captain. That.
Touchdown.
That was a real.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
That.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Clear the way. Let's get the.
That was a real hassle. Bon, I'll be in my quarters.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Time to smash the champagne bottle. Let's get those boots on deck.
Our garrison will...
Bon, I'll be in my quarters. Pay attention to submerged activities. That was a real hassle.
Searching. Heading home.
It's all gone.
Roger. Let's take it in.
Bon, I'll be in my quarters.
Every job requires training.
You are mine. You Corsair. I am ready.
My tanks are in the best
Searching. Time to train. top.
Touchdown!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Touchdown! Touchdown! How did I lose this?
All guns. Aye, aye, Captain. Get toasted. Half a head. Get full repair party. All hands. Event on trip. Aye, aye, Captain. Roger. Dashing. I am ready.
Pay attention to submerged activities. That was... We should have taken the first... Bon, I'll be in my quarters.
Half a head.
Fire on my mark. Touchdown! Touchdown! Let's get those boots on deck.
Get toasted. Get forward. All guns.
Fire!
Aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That was a real...
Touchdown!
Pay attention to submerged activities. Pay attention to sub...
Get top. Get toasted.
That was a real hassle.
All guns.
That was a real hassle.
Touchdown!
That was a real hassle. Hey, that was a real hassle.
Get toasted.
Let's get those boots on deck. Fire on my...
That...
All guns.
That was a real hassle. Bon, I'll be in my quarters. That was a...
Half a head.
That was a...
Get toasted. Half a head.
That was a real hassle.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Touchdown!
Pay attention!
Okay, event on.
That was a...
Touchdown! We should still... Let's get those boots on deck.
Up ahead.
Clear the way. Moving in. Let's get those boots on deck. Clear the way. Move.
Up ahead.
Clear the way. Moving out.
All guns.
Fire on my mark.
Target posted. Target posted.
Fire on my mark.
Target posted.
Ready to roll.
Up ahead. Aye, aye, Captain.
Ready to roll, coach. Fire.
All guns. All hands. Infantry.
Finally some actions, yay.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Touchdown. Ready to roll, coach. Fire on my...
More work.
Fire on my mark.
Up ahead.
Let's get those boots on deck.
Come on.
Fire on my...
Aye, Captain.
Up ahead.
Pay attention.
Fire on my mark.
Pay attention to something else. That was a real hassle. That was a...
Clear the way. Moving out.
Bon, I'll be in my quarters.
Commander. Commander.
Pay attention
Our
to
garrison
something else
will defend us.
activities. Pay attention to something else activities. That was a... Pay attention to something else activities. That was a real Pay attention! Bon, I'll be in my quarters. Stay sharp. This doesn't look good. We should have taken the first shot. Bon, I'll be in my quarters. Aye, Captain.
Up ahead.
Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Clear the way. Moving out. Clear the way. Moving out.
Ahoy! Up ahead.
Clear the way. Moving out.
All guns.
Ready to roll, coach. Touchdown. Touchdown. Fire on... Let's get those boots on deck. Touchdown. Let's get those boots on deck. Fire on my mark. Fire on my mark.
Target top. Aye, aye, Captain.
Touchdown.
Up ahead. Up. All guns.
Clear the way. Moving out. Fire on my...
Target posted.
Fire on my mark. Fire on my mark.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Fire on my mark.
Pay attention to something else activities.
Touchdown. Fire...
Pay attention!
Fire on my mark.
Pay attention to something else activities.
Fire on my...
That was a real... Pay attention to submit.
We should still turn this around.
Pay attention to submit.
We should still turn this around.
Pay attention.
How did I lose this?
Bon, Alvin. We should have taken the first.
Half ahead. All guns, clamped and ready. Ahoy! Target! All guns, clamped and ready. Half ahead.
Bon, I'll be in my contacts.
All repair party. Target! Ahoy! Target spotted! Ahoy! Half ahead.
Ready to roll, coach.
Half,
Clear the way. Moving out. Fire on my mark.
half ahead. Aye, aye, Captain. Half ahead.
Touchdown. Fire on my...
All guns, clamped and ready.
Ready.
All repair party. Aye, aye, Captain.
Touchdown. Let's get those boots on deck. Touchdown.
All guns, clamped and ready.
Stay sharp. This doesn't look good.
Half ahead.
Clear the way. Moving out.
All guns,
Fire on my mark.
half ahead.
Clear the way. Moving out. Clear the way.
All guns, clamped and...
Clear the way. Moving out. Fire on my mark.
Target spotted. Aye, aye, Captain. Target spotted.
Pay attention to submerged activity.
Target spotted. All hands, event on trip.
Let's get those boots up. Touchdown. Fire on my mark. Ready to roll, coach. Fire on... How did I... Clear the way. Moving out.
Need some actions, yeah.
Touchdown. Touch...
Target spotted.
I pay attention to the. Stay sharp. This doesn't look good.
Aye, aye.
Touchdown.
Stay sharp. This doesn't look good.
Commander? Commander? Our Garrison...
Fire on my mark.
Target spotted. Half ahead. Half ahead.
Pay attention to submerged activities.
Touchdown! 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 Touchdown!
Stay sharp. This doesn't look good. Stay sharp.
Commander,
Aye, aye,
our
Captain.
garrison will be
All
safe.
guns, mountain. Half a
Commander,
All
our
guns,
garrison will be
mountain ready.
safe.
Fire on my mark! Clear the way!
Commander,
Fire on
our
my mark!
garrison will be safe.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. Target. Aye, aye, Captain.
That was a real hassle. That was a real hassle.
Oh, repair party. Where's your station?
Clear the way! Moving
Commander,
out!
our garrison will
Aye, aye, Captain.
Fire on my mark!
Oh, repair party.
Clear the way! Moving out!
Aye, aye, Captain. All hands, event on ship.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. All guns, mountain.
Fire on my mark!
Target fasten. All guns,
Fire on my mark!
Pay attention. That was a real hassle.
Fire on my mark!
half ahead.
Touchdown! Fire!
Pay attention to the melt activity.
Fire on...
Aye. Pay attention to the melt. Stay sharp. This doesn't look good. Bon, I'll be in my quarters.
Commander, our garrison
That was a real... That was a real... Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Bon, I'll be in my...
All guns, mountain.
Stay...
Fire on my
our
mark!
garrison will be
Aye,
safe.
Captain. Pay attention to the melt activity. That was a real hassle.
Aye, aye. All guns,
Fire on my mark!
Pay attention to the melt activities.
aye, aye, Captain.
Stay... Bon, I'll be in my quarters. Aye, Captain. Stay sharp. This does... Pay attention to the melt...
Aye, aye.
Aye, Captain.
Touchdown!
Half.
Fire on my... Clear the way! Moving out!
Commander, our garrison will be safe. Commander,
Pay... Aye, Captain.
Ahoy! Half a cut.
Commander,
That was a real hassle.
Let's get those boots on deck. 5.
Pay attention to submerged activities.
Touchdown! Let's get those boots on deck. Fire on my mark. Ready to roll, coach. Touchdown!
Pay attention to submerged activities.
Touchdown! We can still turn this around. Fire!
Pay attention to submerged activities.
Half a cut.
Bon, I'll be a night. That was a real hassle.
Commander, our garrison will be
Bon,
danger.
I'll be in my hotels.
Commander, our garrison will be danger.
Aye. Pay attention to submerged activities.